Let's move it to the Emirates, my friend, because it was a really important game for two teams at the Emirates. Arsenal facing Crystal Palace. Arsenal needing, when after 3 defeats in all competitions, to get back on the road, and I think we saw a bit of confidence back into the group after the break. Crystal Palace needing 3 points because they're dropping badly, and the bottom three are not that far away. Their form's not been great. I think it was 1 win in 11 coming into the game. It turned out to be a very, very one-sided game, Rob. Arsenal running up 5-0, 2 goals from corner set pieces that we showed a little bit of the work that Arsenal must do. And then Trossard with goals, 2 for Martinelli, which was important for him coming on the pitch. Bit of a rout, bit like hard to describe. Should we quickly talk about Palace first and then talk about Arsenal?
Whatever you want. Yeah, can do.
Because the Palace story is becoming... Can Roy Hodgson see the rest of the season out? His last season in charge, or are things going to turn as toxic? There were some banners being shown at, I think, 3-0 in the game. Not happy with the management, not happy with the ownership. It's very unlike Crystal Palace to have these things going publicly, Rob. Where are we? How do we feel with Palace and Roy?
I'll tell you how I feel with it right now. Is that Roy Hodgson's been here before. In a situation at this football club where they needed stability, they needed something to hold them together and find the results to get out of it. I think he will make next Tuesday when the Premier League resumes after FA Cup. They play Sheffield United at home. Obviously, it's a massive game. I think that I'm struggling to think of anybody else in the game right now. I know Graham Potter was there, but our understanding is that he's still enjoying it. He's not ready to jump back in yet. So that's not likely at Crystal Palace right now. Steve Cooper was talked about. That's gone very quiet. Is he? I mean, is he going to do any better with this squad? So I would love. Well, I would hope that Roy Hodgson gets a result next Tuesday, and they stick with him, and he leads this club to safety. I think there's 3 worse sides than Crystal Palace, but I understand the fear. I understand the run that they're on. It's an awful run right now, Rob, and many times owners will make a switch. God, we can't keep this going. We've got to find a way to stop the rot. Get a boost from a new manager. I think the best thing for them, well, I guess Tuesday's huge, Rob. Yeah. If they have a bad loss at home at Selhurst Park against Sheffield United,
the bottom of the table,
well, the optics then I think that's a key game.
What I would say, Rob, and you know, I know a couple of people at that football club from back in the day, my time there, is that they've got a very, very smart joint owner in Steve Parish, who's not knee-jerk, who won't make a decision just because some of the fans are giving him and the manager some stake. He'll do what's right for the football club, which he's done all the way. He's tried his very, I think he was. I think he was hurt. It looked hurt. From the banners and the chanting. Because he's a Palace fan first and foremost, and then he's a joint owner, and he's done remarkably well to keep the team in the Premier League for 11 years. There's a big summer ahead, but I think the two people, and it was interesting because there was a great shot during the game, and we will move on to Arsenal in a minute, of Roy looking across the pitch at the end, and the banners were up, and there was a bit of unrest with the Palace fans, and there was Roy looking into the horizon, and I said to Rebecca, do you know what, he's a sort of honourable, good man that he might go, listen, if it's not for me and it's better for someone else. But then I heard his press conference after, and whether he was or not thinking that, the steel came back, the experience came back, the stubbornness came back, where I said, you know what, he ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
He isn't going anywhere.
He's an older guy, obviously, but he's still a fighter.
He's got fight in him, and you don't stay in the game and manage this long and have the clubs he's had, Rob, without that. Yeah. So I hope that Palace can turn things around. I hope Roy gets the finish to his career that he deserves, and then Palace can move on with a new manager, with new thought, because these good players at football club, Rob.
Yeah, there is, and that's Michael Issa, of course, is a star player, still out right now, which has to be a concern. Last point on that, I thought the same thing, Rob. When I'm looking at Roy Hodgson, right, and there was a delayed moment on this, I'm thinking, is he taking this in?
Yeah.
This might be it, and I'm going to just take in the atmosphere. Yeah. I've been in this game for a zillion years. A tremendous career of different varied clubs. Was he just sensing this could be my last time on the sideline? Just to, I don't know. Yeah. We'll see. You're right with the presser.
His presser was he was fighting again.
Okay,
and good for him.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Arsenal because they were the story, Rob. I mean, it's incredible to say. I don't know what we mid-January, beginning 19th of January. must win for Arsenal, or else, but we was kind of getting to that place.
It felt like it, didn't it?
A
little bit.
Yeah, a
momentum
little bit.
and everything else.
And 2 goals from set pieces. We've done a bit of work, and I've done something on a Samsung Galaxy Tactics breakdown on Arsenal's work at set pieces and how it helped them with his first 2 goals from corners. Trossard blocking off for Gabriel to score, and Gabriel the own goal from Henderson, but Gabriel to get in again. Yeah. And then Trossard, second half, makes it 3. Martinelli comes on, get 2. Almost perfect day for Mikel Arteta.
Yeah, almost.
Clean sheet.
Yeah, clean sheet. Gabriel Jesus is the only thing, Rob, that looked a little out of sorts, didn't he? He looked a little out of sorts. Really important, I think, that Emma Smith-Rowe to get some minutes. They need a squad, and the fans love him. Big cheer when he came onto the field to play as well. Declan Rice injury, don't want to forget that. It looked like he came off,
the words
and we
hamstring.
So that's got to be a big concern for Arteta. Set pieces and counter-attacks with the star. Now, there was a few, I went on social media, and there's a few, actually I got a few questions about Arsenal, and, should Arsenal fans be still, even though it's 5-0, right?
Yeah.
It was an easy day for them. I think some of them still wanted more silk and more creativity and more energy and more put them away in different ways. I'm like, not now. Like, appreciate really good counter-attacking goals, really good moments and goals from important people. Gabriel Martinelli, Rob, top scorer last year. Yeah. They need him.
Because
if Jesus
he was
isn't
on
going
2
to be
goals up until yesterday, but 3rd and 4th.
3rd and 4th. Yeah. And if Jesus is not scoring as well, that ain't going to get it done. So it was a really good day for Arsenal. Onward and upward. Needed it, and let's see.
Just on the window, because we're 10 days away, and we know that profitability and sustainability is having a big effect on teams. And you say Jesus not in great form, and whether Nketiah. Do you think any business could be? Do you think Mikel Arteta could do any business?
I think they're looking at it. This isn't one of the clubs I don't think too much has talked that much about. He's always said Arteta, and he says very little about anything, but he says we're always looking.
So and if the right deal came up,
you got to do that now. You got to do that, whether it's players out. Because with this PSR, the rules now, the financial fair play stuff, you get people off the wage bill, that's going to help. So they've got to be diligent and just think about deals.
Chuck a little one at you.
And
it probably isn't going to happen because of maybe Callum Wilson, who's apparently available at Newcastle, because maybe Newcastle's financial position and whatever. And there's talk about him going on loan to Atletico Madrid now.
Which has been refused,
Which has been refused. Now, I'm not saying he's the thing. Could I loan him for 6 months to come up top of my pitch? Why
would Newcastle do that?
That's the question. Because of the
to release some salary
and maybe with an option to buy.
I mean, you do it if you're Arsenal. You totally do that.
I'm just saying, if they're looking around at options,
it's a good shout.
Could Callum Wilson be a cheeky little option that Newcastle might say,
we're
not going to win the title. We're not going to title this year. Well, go and buy him. We'll pay you 40 million for him. That gives you, that helps you out, gets him off the wage bill.
I feel like Arsenal now could do with something, a little booster. Yeah. I mean, Kai Havertz and course Jurrien Timber. I think he's almost out for the season. I think there's actually talk this week that he might come back before the end. And Kai Havertz, who hasn't really had the impact that if you can bring in somebody, whoever it is, I don't know, to give him a little bit of a boost, they could probably use that. But they got a boost. 5-0. That's exactly what they needed against a struggling Palace side, So well done, Arsenal.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.